Disclaimer. Please forgive me now if I mispronounce any words in this video. Most, if not all, sightings came from the Ranker.com website. The Michigan Dogman is a 7-foot-tall, blue or amber-eyed, bipedal, canine-like beast, with the torso of a man, hands, legs, and head of a wolf or a dog, and the fearsome howl that sounds like a human or child's scream. The legend of the Michigan Dogman became popular in 1987 when disc jockey Steve Cook recorded a song about the creature and many of the sightings as an April Fool's joke. However, after the recordings, many people called the station to recite their encounters with the Michigan Dogman. Regardless, it was just a joke. Steve Cook's first proclaimed sighting of the beast from his recording was back in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. Two lumberjacks were out in the woods when they saw a creature they described as having the body of a man but the head of a dog. It was in 1938 when, at the time, 17-year-old teenager Robert Fortney claimed that while he was standing near the Muskegon River in Paris, Michigan, he was confronted by a massive black dog. However, he didn't report his encounter until 49 years later, but he swore that the beast reared on its hind legs and stared at him with piercing blue eyes. He fired at the creature and quickly it fled. He would later exclaim, "It may be that I was just scared, but I swear that the dog was smiling at me." In fall of 1986, near Manistee, Michigan, when Ray Greenway was driving home from Manistee Army recruiting station, it was late at night when he noticed in the field beside him a pair of eyes appearing in the headlights. They were high off the ground, especially for a deer, and then suddenly the creature began running towards him and made the incredible leap between the two-lane road. He would later recall it having yellow eyes. In 1993, 13-year-old Courtney, who lived out in Reed City, Michigan at the time, decided to sneak out for a cigarette behind her family's house one winter. She claimed that a glint of light seeped out from the planks of an old abandoned barn got her attention. She followed the movement. She came to realize that a 6-foot-tall thing was hiding in the barn and had the head of a dog, and it was staring right at her. She ran, terrified. Later, her neighbor confirmed her sighting by claiming they saw the creature out in the barn as well. They described it as a buffalo-sized dog lurking in the barn. In 2006, Troy, Michigan, a man was driving down the road when he saw what he described as a great big dog that was standing up appeared before him. He instinctively swerved to miss the creature and ended up running off the road and flipping the car on its side. Luckily, neither he or his passenger were hurt, and he was able to get assistance through OnStar. Apparently, there is a recording you can listen to about the incident, but I couldn't find it. In the fall of 2009, a resident of Three Lakes in Michigan named Rhonda was traveling on the US 41M with her son when a beast ran across the highway near Tioga Creek. She claimed that she had never heard of the Dogman until after her incident. During the early morning of 2011, a man named Chuck spotted what he thought was a moose as he approached Nestoria Road in Baraga County, Michigan. He slowed down and stopped at the intersection and waited and watched to look for the creature. But as soon as he picked up speed to leave, the creature re-emerged. The creature ran out of the woods in front of his car and jumped across the road. He'd never seen anything like it. It was on all fours and had the back legs of those of a large man. It had jet black fur and looked like a large wolf, but there was no tail. The profile of the head and snout were that of a wolf as well. The appearance of the wolf differs in some cases, allowing us to assume it is not a lone wolf if it were to exist. There are two types of dogmen that stick out the most, which is mentioned on the site dogmanencounters.com. There's the canine type, which has the legs of a canine, and Type 3, which has the legs of a hominid. Due to Steve Cook's April Fool's joke, it is assumed that the Dogman only appear in 10-year cycles, and alleged sightings have popped up not only in Michigan but all over the country. Of course, the 10-year cycle might not be accurate. From where I got my information from, the years aren't spaced out so, and vary in time frames. Some believe the beast dates back to ancient Egypt, and that Dogman encounters have been reported on every continent except for Antarctica. What do you think? Did you like this video? Want to support this channel? Please feel free to check out my Patreon page where I create content on cryptid, haunting, serious killers, and much more. Can't support me there? Like, comment, and subscribe here.